Alright, Shalom. Brother Kabab back on that GMS lesson. GMS keep pushing. Before I go any further, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father's only begotten Son, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Rakakbadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders, a great millstone for teaching us his truth, according to the Bible and who well. Another Shalom, all the sincere Akim, so at the four corners of the earth, pushing his truth through diligence and sincerity. You know, E is really showing his horns, man. Okay. Edom is really showing his horns. Alright, it says a white Hartford police officer, I'm assuming that's Hartford, Connecticut, who lost his job after telling black and Hispanic children he was feeling trigger happy, wants to rejoin the force. Okay, this is a picture in May 2018 from Sergeant Stephen Barone, was ranking officer of the newly formed Community Response Unit Force on quality of life issues. He was fired in October 2018 after he was caught on camera telling a group of black and Hispanic youth that he was trigger happy. Alright, and you know, that's just how Esau feels about you Israelites, because you're not black, you're not Hispanic. Okay, you're part of the 12 tribes of Israel, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. Alright, it says an ex-city police officer is fighting his 2018 firing for trying to control a group of black and Hispanic, especially a group of Israelites youth, by telling them he was trigger happy, a city attorney said. Stephen Barone, who is white, okay, not white, but an Edomite, according to the Bible, alright, it says, is one of two Hartford officers seeking to be reinstated to the force. According to the Deputy Corporation Counsel Alexander Lombardi, the city is also awaiting a decision in this case of Robert Lanza, a white former Hartford detective who was fired January 18th after he used racial slurs during a drunk driving arrest in Plainville. Alright, it's make the precept, man, because you know Jake is being hunted daily. That's why we need protection, right? Psalms 59, to the chief musician Altius Mitcham of David, when Saul sent and they watched the house to kill him. All right, so this is King David speaking, right? It says, deliver me from my enemies, O my power. Defend me from them that rise up against me. Alright, and who's rising up against us, man? The main culprit is Esau Edom. And he's using his police task force, okay, to do the bulk of the work. It says, verse 2, deliver me from the workers of iniquity and save me from bloody men. Alright, because that's their MO. St. John 10:10. The thief cometh not but to rob, steal, kill. Along those lines, roughly paraphrasing. It says, verse 3, for lo, they lie in wait for my soul. The mighty are gathered against me, not for my transgression, nor for my sin, O Lord. They run and prepare themselves without my fault, awake to help me, and behold, thou therefore, O Lord, power of hosts, the power of Israel, awake to visit all the heathen. Be not merciful to any wicked transgression, Salah. And that's what you want, man. You don't want the heathen, your enemy, to overtake you, man. That's why it's very important to pray, because we're living in the valley of the shadow of death. We have to constantly pray, man. Okay, that the Heavenly Father protects us. I like to bring this out a lot. MC Hammer had a point, man. He had a song. You got to pray just to make it a day. And that's true. That's facts. You have to pray, man, because Esau's out here lurking, man. And he look, like the article said, they are trigger happy, man. Okay. So let's go back to the article. It says, both cases have been delayed due to coronavirus pandemic disruptions to the courts, Lombardi said. Hartford Mayor Luke Bronin referenced both officers earlier this month, though not by name, in a statement opposing cause to defund and dismantle Hartford police in the name of racial justice and police accountability. While addressing the national push for reform spurred by a recent death of George Floyd in Minnesota, Ahmaud Arbery in Georgia, and Breonna Taylor in Kentucky, Bronin said the Hartford Department has been serious about making accountability mean something. When an officer talked casually about using force inappropriately, he was fired, Bronin said. When an officer used a racial slur, he was fired. It remains to be seen whether the termination will stick. Bronin admitted that using threats and profanity to try to control the group of young people he stopped on suspicion of trespassing. On August 9th, 2018, the video posted to Facebook the night of the encounter shows Bronin talking, telling the youth, if anybody wants to fight or run, I'm a little trigger happy. Guys, I'm not gonna lie. Later, Bronin spoke to the inconvenience of having to shoot someone on duty. Officers who fired their weapons are put under investigation, unable to earn thousands of dollars in overtime, he explained. I'm going to make double my base salary this year. I could lose 70 grand, 70,000 if I shot somebody, he said. I'm not, that's an expletive there, okay? I'm not blank shooting somebody unless I have to. That means I've got to sell my cars, move from my nice house. It's a powerful devil, man. It says days after Bronin was terminated, the Hartford Police Union filed grievance against his demotion, firing, and loss of hours. Lombardi said procedural issues delayed the case from reaching arbitration until recently, she said. In Lanza's case, authorities said the detective repeatedly used a racial slur for black people, threatened officers, and asked why they would not drive him home out of professional courtesy to a fellow cop. Alright, let's see if there's anything else in here. It's going on and on. Let's see here. Wow, let's see. Okay, it says the city of Hartford is still defending itself in a legal battle over that case, as well as separate lawsuits filed against Bronin in the city in December 2018 over the arrest of Bronin made while patrolling a hotspot for drug and gang activity. That complaint, which is pending in federal court, states Bronin struck several times while he was handcuffed on the ground. Rebecca Harris, the attorney brought the lawsuit, said that she's oh wow, okay, yeah, I missed something. Okay, it says Bronin received that promotion just 5 months after. Matter of fact, let me start up some. Okay, in August of 2018, when he was caught on camera threatening deadly force, Bronin was the ranking officer of a new unit, Community Response Unit, we read earlier, focused on quality of life concerns in hotspot areas where Jake is living. Okay, the hood, the ghetto, the barrios, okay? He was also facing possible discipline for a July 2018 police chase in which he drove the wrong way on I-91 and failed to follow other department rules. While the disciplinary proceeding took months, Police Chief David Rosado moved within a few weeks to demote Barron to officer, returning him to the rank he held before being promoted in 2017. Bronin received the promotion just 5 months after he was suspended for turning off his dashboard camera in a 2016 chase that ended violently. Bronin was one of 5 officers disciplined in the use of force incident. Another officer, then Sergeant Sean Spell, retired. He was ultimately convicted of assaulting for kicking a man long after he had been taken to the ground. And that's Esau for you, man. Okay, that's Esau for you. Let's grab another one. And look, and this is him right here. Right? Let's grab another preset and close it out. let's see here. It says, because Ezekiel 35:5, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, okay, ongoing, all right, hatred, and has shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time where their iniquity had to end, post-slavery, our iniquity had to end, right? But Esau set up this police force, man, okay, right after slavery, man, right, to continue to go after Jake. It says, therefore, as I live, saith the Lord power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. See if thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. So blood's gonna chase Edom, man. Since he doesn't hate blood, right? Blood's gonna pursue him. Since he likes to shed it, it's gonna pursue him. Okay. It says, thus will I make, verse 7, will I make Mount Seir desolate, and cut off it him that passeth out, and him that returneth. So the Lord's gonna make Mount Seir, is another name for Esau, man. This is going to make them desolate. He's going to destroy them. All right, because their ongoing hatred and pursuit of their brother Jake, man, Israel. You know. So with that, I want to give all praise and honor and glory to the Heavenly Father's only begotten Son, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. Double honors to our apostles and elders, a great millstone for teaching us His truth according to the Bible and root well. Another shalom, all the sincere Akim, so at the four corners of the earth, pushing His truth through diligence and sincerity. Shalom.